Welcome to Daily Glow, or welcome back if you are returning. Thank you so much. So excited for our reading today. We're going to be taking a look at why are you perfect for your future spouse, or why does your future spouse decide that you're perfect for them? And I just sained with holy water and with smoke. We got our little smoke going here. So let me introduce your piles to you. We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. And if you're already connecting with a pile, you can always go ahead and just jump to your pile. I have um, the timestamps in the description box and usually in a comment, which I pin if I remember. I think I forgot to do that last time, but that's okay. I'll go back and pin it. Anyway, pile 1. You have the Miracles card. Can I get that to pick up a little more? Well, there's a picture of double rainbows, and a sort of mountain. And pile 1, you also have this beautiful blue flash Labradorite. And let's see, the Labradorite is associated with transformation, manifestation. Oh, also, it's supposed to enhance the abilities of clairvoyance, telepathy, prophecy, and assisting in communication with higher realms. It is supposed to enhance intuition, psychic abilities, and spiritual connection. But people also call it, I don't know, there's something about magic. Like people say it's magic because it's supposed to help with manifestation and transformation. Okay, pile 2, your card is Inner Peace with the 2 koi, which could be associated with a sign of Pisces. Now, not to single any sign out, but I do know that a lot of our viewers of tarot have Pisces placements. So Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Venus. So it's a little bit overrepresented in tarot for good reason. And but pile 2, you don't have to have any Pisces placement, but I just noticed that we have the 2 koi can be a sign of Pisces. Okay, but your card is Inner Peace, and your crystal is the pink Aragonite. And pink Aragonite is associated with heart healing, releasing negative emotions such as anger, sadness, fear, replacing them with an open heart, the capacity to forgive and love and be patient, flexible, tolerant. Beautiful. It helps you to communicate with people you love too. Okay, and let's see, pile 3. You have the card Delight with the bird, and the bird could be associated with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also anybody could resonate with the bird. And I'm not sure what kind of bird this is. I don't know if anybody knows, but your crystal is the beautiful Sardonyx. Sardonyx is one of my favorite crystals, like just recently, just like this year. I'm loving Sardonyx. Now, here's another example of Sardonyx. So these are both Sardonyx. Very cool. Okay, so your crystal is Sardonyx. This is a stone that brings out your inner child, your exuberance, your confidence to pursue things in life that bring you happiness. And it's particularly associated with lasting happiness and stability in marriage and partnerships. It's supposed to give strength and determination to achieve goals, and is also associated with grounding and calming and soothing powerful emotions. So you also may feel that you resonate with more than one pile, so that's cool too. You may have messages in more than a pile, more than one pile. Oh my goodness. Okay, please remember that these are general readings. Okay, so you please only take what resonates for you. what resonates with your intuition, what makes sense for your situation, leave the rest for someone else. If you've been drawn to this pile, I strongly believe that there would be a message here for you, but that doesn't mean that every single message might be for you. Okay, so you have to be in charge of knowing what you want to manifest in your life, what you want to create in your life, what you're available for, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you in your reading, okay? Now I'm just going to get ready for pile one. Let's see. Okay. I never edit my readings. I just record them and go. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. Pile one, if you chose the Miracles card and the beautiful Labradorite crystal, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out. Um, why does your future spouse think that you are perfect for them? And then I wanted to show the cards that I'm working with today. We're going to be using, look at how they all go together. Isn't that adorable? Okay, we're going to be using the Woodland Warden's Tarot. That's my newest deck right now. We're going to be using the Seed and Sickle Oracle. Beautiful oracle deck. And, of course, the tried and trusty Woodland Warden's Oracle deck. Okay. And then intuitively, we'll pull whatever other decks we need. I'll probably use Divine Guidance. I mean, this is my Oracle deck that I made Divine Guidance, so I'll probably use that too. Okay. Guys, I'm so excited. Let's find out, why will your future spouse decide that you are perfect for them? Ooh. Aw. Okay. Because you have similar family values, you have similar values, and you are family oriented. You're intelligent. Yes, you're very, very intelligent and thoughtful and masterful in your own life. You have strong boundaries, a strong sense of leadership. Yes, your future spouse sees you as confident, resilient, capable of navigating difficult situations with ease, probably more career-oriented, very perceptive, very discerning. You are in control of your life. That's how they see you. You're very in control of your life. Yeah, they see you as a very powerful, savvy, intelligent person. What else? Okay, they see you as also a bit more solitary, a little bit more introverted. They like that about you, that you're more family oriented and private and more introverted. They're more comfortable with that. They think that's perfect for the kind of life that they want to live. They also see that you are generous with your family and close friends, but that you have strong boundaries with others. You're very firm and focused and dedicated. Interesting. Okay. Why does your future spouse think that you are perfect for them? Aw, Rose. That's beautiful. The rose is considered to have one of the highest vibrations. Some people believe that it is an extremely high vibrational plant. Feverfew is very healing, so we're going to get more into these in a moment. And then we also have pimpernel, clematis, and jasmine. I'm going to push this up a little bit. So I'm going to have to read for these a little bit. Okay, pimpernel. This one's pimpernel. It is known as the shepherd's weather glass because it can tell the time of day and also foretell incoming weather. Yeah, okay, that goes back to how they think you're really intelligent. They think that you just always are knowing what's going on, you're clocking the situation, you know how to handle it. They think that you are very intelligent and like in charge of your own life. Also, the pimpernel represents really firm boundaries because it will close up if it's raining and will only open its blossoms again if it's sunny. So it's like you react to the environment. Like you put up walls when it's not, you put up walls when it's appropriate, and then you let people in when it's appropriate. Like you know what boundaries to have given the situation that you're in. You've been through a lot, and it's left you wise, savvy, discerning. They like that. That makes them feel safer and more understood because they feel like they can trust your decisions. Yeah, they feel like they can trust you. Okay. Jasmine. Okay, so this card is about trusting your own way of doing things and your own wisdom, even when others don't understand. It's being true to yourself. Yeah, okay, I see that very much. They love how you are so true to yourself, regardless of whether that's, understood by society or acceptable by society or not. Um, some of you may be LGBTQ or you may have some other sort of alternative lifestyle. And so this person feels like you really match them in those values or in that lifestyle or in that way. You don't allow others to make you doubt yourself. And you just don't let others throw you off your correct path, or that's how they perceive you. Or if you feel like you're not like that, but you want to be like that, then that's how you are at the time that you meet your future spouse. Okay, then we have clematis. Also, 22 is a master number. Yeah, this one is very optimistic. You grow on any surface, eager to rise to any occasion and always reaching towards the sun. You grab at any opportunity as it appears, any opportunity that is correct for you, and you are always in the best position to absorb the rain or the warmth of the sun. This card symbolizes movement and momentum and pushing towards the best position that will help you achieve your goals. Yeah, they see you as very strategic and successful and intelligent. Mm-hmm. I feel like I have some very successful people who are watching my readings sometimes, and so this is that pile. You are that. I can tell you are either very successful now or you will soon be very successful. And you're very intelligent and you're very savvy. Pile one. The rose is associated by some with the Virgin Mary and associated with miracles. Rosaries are given their name from the rose hips that they were originally made from. So there's a very holy connection for some. This card represents miracles. Yeah, look, miracle. Oh my gosh, miracle. They feel like you are their miracle. They feel like you are a miracle in their life. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. They feel like you have this powerful transformative energy, like the Labradorite. They see you as magic. They see you as having this magical transformative energy that you always push towards the sun, that you always come out on top, that you always push towards success. And feverfew, that's that healing balm. Feverfew is used to ease headaches and fevers. They feel like they like how you've responded to things that you've been through. You've been through some stuff in your life, and because of that, you know how to keep unwanted people away. So they really trust that about you. The bitterness of feverfew keeps away rats and other pests from the door or from the garden. So it's about being able to protect yourself and have adequate and appropriate defenses. Mm. So they feel like that makes you perfect for them because you are so smart and wise and strategic about and um how to protect your family and your good fortune, basically. They see you as intelligent, masterful, protective. You make them feel safe. Okay. We're going to go to divine guidance. Miracle. Again, that's the third time that miracle has come out. That's incredible. When a card comes out, and this is a different card, these are the same cards basically from different decks. But when a card or a concept comes out 3 times, that's extremely important. Your future spouse thinks that you are their miracle. You are their miracle. Oh my goodness, that's just incredible. They love your patience. They think that it's a sign of deep wisdom and maturity. But you're also playful. Like in everything that's come out so far, it shows a very serious side of you, but they feel like within the protective walls of the boundaries that you build to keep other people out of your private life and out of your family's personal business, within the walls of your home, you are very playful. And they love that about you. They love having fun with you. They love your sense of humor. They feel like they couldn't be with somebody for the rest of their life if that person wasn't playful and fun and had a great sense of humor. Mm, let's focus. I feel like the energy is spinning off. I need to focus in. Why does your future spouse, okay, why does pile one's future spouse think that they're perfect for pile one? Why? No, that's funny. That's the opposite. Why does pile one's future spouse think that pile one is perfect for them? Okay, thank you. Why does pile one's future spouse think that pile one is the perfect spouse for them? This is somebody who was in your social networks, either in your friend network, larger friend network, friends of friends network, in your community network, or even watching you online, and they had a crush on you. When they found out that you like them too, oh my gosh, it caused them so much joy. I think it's just They're saying it's extremely humbling. It's extremely humbling because having your love is like a miracle. Like you're like a miracle to them. And they almost can't believe it that you love them back. And they believe that it must be like heaven sent, basically. It must be divinely orchestrated because otherwise it's just too perfect to make any sense. When they were watching you from afar, not too far, but like if this person was a friend, acquaintance, friend of a friend, or somebody watching you online or something like that. hmm, wow. They were already thinking that you're somebody who would be really good to be in a commitment with because you are somebody who is very serious about commitments, who's very serious in general. And they already thought that they would like to be together with you. But why does this person think that you are perfect for them? Why does this person decide that you're perfect for them? They may have been experiencing a lot of signs and synchronicities. They feel like they've been guided by God, the universe, heaven, however they however they conceptualize that. They feel like they've been guided towards you and maybe vice versa. Thank you. Yeah, safety. This person feels really safe with you. Oh, they also like how humble you are. They think you're incredibly humble considering how perfect, I heard perfect, they think you are, and intelligent. Yeah, they love your intelligence. That's like their number one favorite thing about you is your intelligence, and their number two favorite thing about you is that you make them feel really safe. They have noticed that you're somebody who is devoted to your friends and family and that you're passionate about people and things and causes that are important to you. That's why they see that you could be so committed and that you two could have such a strong commitment is because you're someone who lives with devotion. I heard fierce devotion. They also see you as somebody who is not only very humble, but has confirmation. Someone who has a strength which is rooted only in one's own, oh my goodness, I'm losing my words. Convictions. Okay. Yes. Your integrity and your strength of character is rooted in your own quiet convictions and has nothing to do what anybody else is doing. So, regardless of whatever may be popular, you have your own ideas and that makes you kind of a leader. Yes, we saw that before, actually, that you are a leader, you're a natural leader, but you're very modest about it. But people are always interested in what you are doing because you're so confident in your own decisions, your own values, but you're very modest about it. Your strength of character and your intelligence and the strength of your intellect and wisdom of your decision-making process makes your future spouse feel very safe committing to you. Because you have such a strong character and integrity and intelligence, it feels like the world could open up to you, like you guys could do whatever you wanted to, new opportunities. And Oak is very, very strong. very, very strong and grows from a tiny acorn into a huge, massive tree that lives for hundreds and hundreds of years. And the hair is known for being very fertile. So also they could love your spicy connection that you have, okay? But this is more about the fact that the stability the stability that you two can create together by your intelligent decisions and the strength of your integrity and all of that, that allows you guys to have a really fun and interesting and successful life with lots of opportunities. That's how they feel. Wow. I also love how free and independent you are. You have like this mix of being free and independent and a little wild, I heard, but also very quiet. Quiet, not quite, it's not quiet. You're very collected. That's more what it is, not quiet. You're very collected. You're very grounded for somebody who is such an independent thinker. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to pull. Ooh, yeah, let's do some confirmations. I don't always do these. And let's do the Astro dice. Okay, we have North Node. Yeah, they feel like you are their soulmate, their destiny, divine counterpart. We have Gemini and 11. So that's like 1111, twin flames, divine counterparts, miracle. 1111 is the miracle number. And then, yeah, and then oh, Gemini, and I accidentally flipped it to Pisces. That happened on purpose. So one of you could be a Gemini, one of you could be a Pisces. You guys could have Gemini or Pisces placements, okay? Oh, and Virgo, that's not an accident either. So we have Gemini, Pisces, Virgo placements, okay? And True Node is destined connections, soulmates, and 1111 miracles. They feel like you are their miracle. I heard Pieyesu, so yeah, Pieyesu. So yeah, somebody could be Christian definitely, or have a culturally Christian background, upbringing. Somebody's a nurse. We have RN, J, ha, see Genu. That's funny. Rory, Noah, Neil, Nellie, Noel, Joan, Jones, Jenny, Georgia, Nora, Nor, Rin, Ren, Pierce, Yuri. There's a J name that I'm not getting. Julie, Nelson. There's an R name that I'm not getting. Okay. So the letters here, for those who can't see them, I'll go ahead and read them, are Pyurnijernoeo and I. And don't worry if your initials weren't there, as long as you feel like there was something there that resonated, or, something felt like a sign or a synchronicity or a sign or something was resonant for you, you can go ahead and take that. And pile one, I'm going to leave that there. That was really cool. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I also invite you to watch another reading if you feel like it. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and drop me a comment. And love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading, okay? Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and get ready for pile two. That was so fun. Oh my gosh. I love this kind of reading. And not for nothing, like this kind of reading, like it really helps to get you in the right vibration to attract um the kind of relationship, the kind of high vibrational relationship that's gonna feel really good and be like really empowering and spiritually nurturing and all that good stuff. Okay. Where's my sailing water? Pile two. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Inner Peace card and the pink Aragonite crystal, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out. What does your future spouse find makes you perfect for them? Why do they decide that you are perfect for them? Ooh, I'm so excited. Aw, because you're good with money. That's funny. Okay, you might be an entrepreneur or you might be like, you might work in finance in some kind of way. Like you might be like an investment banker or I don't know, maybe an accountant. They love how like how articulate you are. You're a great communicator. You're very well respected. They love your values. They love your family values and your strong, grounded financial values. Like when I say financial values, it's like they really appreciate your approach to the material world. So maybe you have this very practical, grounded, spiritual view of what it means to be abundant, what it means to be prosperous, because it's not just about like having money, and it's definitely not about money hoarding. It's about maintaining one's independence, having the resources that it takes to live a full, free, joyful, and abundant life, having the resources and financial management that it requires to enjoy your life and do the things that are important to you. Also being well respected and being an important and integral part of your community where you are providing value services to your community that make everyone in your community stronger and make your community a stronger, healthier, and better place. But they love how decisive and action oriented you are and how articulate you are. And basically, oh, that's so funny. Confirmation. I heard aligned on messaging. They feel like you guys have compatible values. Yeah, aligned on messaging. That's hilarious. They feel like you would be a good parent if that's something that they're interested in, which maybe, maybe not. But they feel like you would be the perfect person to add to their family. So they feel like you're the perfect sort of partner that they could take home to their parents, or that if they want to have children, they could have children with you. Or if they already have children, that you'd be a great, step parent. They love how independent you are. Yeah, you're very independent and you're very down to earth. You're very grounded and down to earth. Yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, they appreciate that you have experienced loss in your life. And because you've experienced loss in your life, for one thing, when somebody's experienced loss in their life, it's difficult to be in a partnership with someone who hasn't, because if you don't get it, you don't get it. And only people who have experienced loss in their life get it, but you get it. They know you get it. You understand the devastation. You get that. And you understand how to mourn and grieve and still it's like this is not the first card that came up. There's all this other stuff. Like you're so focused on all of the other good things in life, and you're so focused on building this balanced, beautiful, harmonious, abundant life. But it's not like you haven't been through anything. You have, and you've had to live with that. You've had to build around that, and they deeply respect and admire that. And we had 3 cards fall on the floor. That was kind of more than I was looking for, but well, we'll take all of them. Yeah, they really trust your decision making. They think you have excellent judgment. Excellent judgment. And yeah. And justice, yes. Yeah, they see you as very wise, very patient, very wise, and there's a strong emphasis on legacy and tradition. So there's something very traditional about you, but also it's an interesting mix of traditional values, a focus on tradition, legacy, heritage, but there's also a strong focus on justice and fairness and being a harmonious part of a community, a harmonious part of a family. So they feel like you have a very wholesome value system, but probably leaning a bit more traditional. They kind of feel like it might be, they kind of feel like it might take a lot to convince you to want to marry, but that when you marry, that is something that you would take very seriously. Yeah, and we have Libra and Taurus here, and we also have, goodness, what is that? Is that Scorpio? Just a moment. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What zodiac sign is associated with the Judgment card? I'm kind of getting Scorpio right now, but I'm not remembering. Yeah, Scorpio, because it's associated with Pluto. I thought so. Okay. So we have Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, and I clocked Pisces from the beginning. So we have Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces. So those are signs that we have out right now. But it doesn't matter if you don't have those signs. That's completely fine. No, not those, these. Okay. This is actually also someone who may have chosen, who may have wanted to stay single, who may have like kept their independence from you for a while and then really regretted it. And when they had the opportunity, if they felt like they had a second chance to share their feelings with you, then they feel like they don't want to miss out on that opportunity. They want to make it official and then probably get married pretty quickly if they have that opportunity. I had a bunch fall on the floor. Fine. Okay. This is the spider and the passion flower. Okay. There's a very feminine energy to the spider and the passion flower. So if you are not a feminine, um, which most of you are, but if you're not a feminine, it means that they love your attitude towards women and your attitude towards just like gender roles, like you're not sexist, like you're really cool and progressive about gender roles and stuff like that, okay? But if you are a woman, then or if you are feminine, either way, they find you to be very um a very strong feminine. Yeah, very strong feminine and very in touch with your feminine strength and sexuality, basically. Yeah. They find you very seductive. Okay. Then for the cards that fell on the floor, we have the snail and the huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. Snails are very sociable creatures. They move slow. So yeah, once again, even though you have a strong material rooted, grounded energy, they love how moving deliberately and moving in a way that, oh my gosh, what is the word that I'm looking for? That promotes community and that's very pro-social. Basically, they see you as having very pro-social skills and basically moving in ways that promote community and strong relationships and strong social connections. So they really admire that about you. Yeah, strength. They see you as someone who is very strong, and many people rely on you. You might be like sort of a pillar of the community. If not now, maybe later on, or they see that you could be like that. They find your presence and your energy to be very healing. And even though you're such a strong person, you also have this very tender and gentle side to you that they find to be very healing. Yeah, but squirrel preparation, they love that your they love your financial management. They feel that makes them feel really safe, like building a life with you because you're the kind of person who saves for a rainy day, like you're never living paycheck to paycheck, like yeah, like you make good decisions for the future so that you are always prepared for the future. And if this doesn't resonate yet, then this is who you are becoming, okay? By the time you meet your future spouse, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the squirrel, like I see you as very abundant. So by the time you meet your future spouse, you are in a very abundant position. Or potentially, if this is somebody that you've known for a while, then by the time that it like develops in a romantic direction, and that's when they decide that they can see you as their future spouse. Like maybe you guys didn't even see each other that way before. So who knows? I don't know. That's a story that comes through my channeling sometimes. But when they decide that, wow, they could really not only see a life with you as their future spouse, but like they can't imagine having that life with anybody else because it's you and it has to be you. You are very abundant at that time, like very prosperous. And metamorphosis, they see you as somebody who can reinvent themselves. This is, by the way, double confirmation on Pisces because the water lilies can be Pisces. And the frog, of course, is water. Okay, so could also be Cancer or Scorpio. Hmm. Metamorphosis. Yes, that can be Scorpio too, for sure. So that's double Scorpio, double Pisces. You know, the spider and the passion flower can be Scorpio too. So I'm going to go ahead and say that could be triple Scorpio. But we also have strong, strong earth sign energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we also had Libra. They see you as somebody who has rebuilt your life from nothing. So even though you are very abundant and prosperous at the time that they decide that they want to marry you, or that they decide that they want to marry you, yeah. Even though you're very prosperous at that time, you probably built yourself up from nothing, or you came back from a situation that a lot of people would not have been able to come back from. So if it wasn't a material situation, like your financial situation or something like that, then it also could have been a sickness. They could have seen you go through an injury or an illness or something and just like completely recover and come back from that, and your whole life recovered and came back from that. So it could be something like that. It could have been a really, really bad childhood. Yeah, this is somebody that you may have known for a while. Not for all of you, but I think I'm really picking up on that. For some of you, this is someone who you've known for a long time, but it's not romantic until it is. Now, some of you may not like the idea of falling in love with someone that you've known for a while because you like the idea of someone seeing you and just being absolutely blown away by your beauty. And then they just can't handle it. They absolutely have to have you and they fall in love with you. And that might sound really nice and that can work out, but you have to understand that's very superficial. Like, that's very superficial. And so that doesn't mean that you can't then build a strong, authentic, genuine love, like beyond that initial attraction. But there's something very genuine about falling in love with someone whom you've known for a while. And maybe you didn't see them that way before because it takes time to really get to know somebody. And for some people, they could meet someone and think that they're wildly attractive, but that's not enough for them to fall in love with somebody. Like just because somebody's very attractive, some people don't fall in love easily. And there's something really precious and special about that kind of love too. So I I don't know. That's just something to consider. Okay. Now, why does pile two's future spouse decide that pile two is perfect for them? I heard that you create inner peace everywhere you go. If someone steps into your house, it's so soothing. You create just this soothing energy and environment around you everywhere you go. It's like there's gentle sounds. Maybe there's like the soft sound of a waterfall or something, or, maybe there's a little gentle music playing in the background, and there's like beautiful smells. Maybe there's like plants around. Maybe there's like soft dappled sunlight coming through the window. Whatever it is, you create these very beautiful, soft, comforting environments around you. But even if you're not at home, it's just an energy that exists around you. When people come into your aura, they suddenly feel so soothed and at ease. Okay, I'm getting the song Magnolia by Eric Clapton. Magnolia, you sweet thing. Let's see. Magnolia, you sweet thing. What are the lyrics to that? Magnolia, you sweet thing, you're driving me mad. I gotta get back to you, babe. You're the best I ever had. Yeah, you're the best they ever had. You whisper good morning so gently in my ear. I'm coming home to you, baby. I'll soon be there. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay. Yeah, there's something very gentle. Something is very soft and gentle about your energy. You're very, very down to earth. Mm. Now, this is sign of Cancer, so that's double on Cancer now. Moonwort is often cited as a magical, having magical properties. It's like used in spells and magic and rituals and so forth. Mhm. Moonwort is said to symbolize the power to conquer any hurdle that stands in your way. Even though it may look small and easily trampled, um, if horses ride over Moonwort, they can actually lose their horseshoes being ridden across it. You are far more powerful than you may immediately appear to be. They see you as somebody. Now, if you're a feminine, they see you as small, soft, and delicate, but at the same time, incredibly powerful and having some sort of incredible, almost mystical power to protect yourself. And they see you as, I heard, preternaturally lucky. They see you as ridiculously lucky, but they feel that it isn't even that strange that you're so lucky. It's because you have this almost magical aura. This person sees you as magic. They really do. Your future spouse sees you as magic. They're so in love with you. They feel so at home just to be around you. The clover is considered a plant of provision and giving, creativity and abundance, endless abundance. An exciting bounty of energy. Yes, they see you as incredibly abundant, creating your own luck, and even to the point of providing for many others. Like you create value, you create abundance in your world and in your community and in your family. They dream of, before they're married to you, they dream of having a home and a family with you. They also feel like you two are fated to be together. You may have a special Christmas connection for some of you. In Irish communities, the traditional winter Yule log was often cut from the birch tree. So this is the birch tree. Let me see if we can pick that up a little bit better. It's not really picking up very well. I need a better camera. Okay. A broom of birch twigs is used to brush out the dust of the old year and bring in the new year, and the household fires are doused and then relit from the central Yule fire to bring the community together. Yes, they feel like you bring the community together or you're part of that. That like that that describes your values. You are facing a new beginning, but do not embark upon this future alone. You will have a strong start because you rely on friends, family, and colleagues to support you through your first steps. Yeah, they love your family and community values, your strong sense of social network and social support. They also feel like you have this gentle, okay, for those of you who are women, you have this gentle, beautiful femininity. And for those of you who are not women, you have this beautiful, flexible side to you, this beautiful, flexible side to you. Um, let's see, Willow. I love Willow. Yeah, they also love your body too. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they love your flexibility. They love that you embrace new possibilities, new solutions, new ways of thinking about things, trying new things, trying to do things differently. And Bluebell with the book, yeah, they see you as very intelligent. They love that you love to read. They love your plans. Yep, you're very solution oriented. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, so they love your intelligence. They think that you make good plans. They feel like they're somebody that they could really build a house with and a life with because you're flexible in your thinking. You're good at working together to come up with solutions. You're a good communicator. You are open to researching, considering new points of view. You're good at making decisions. They could really see like doing life with you. And they could see having a soft place to land with you, a soft shoulder to lean on, a beautiful home together, like a real partner in every sense of the word. And you can also see the red string of fate here on the birch card, or maybe you can. It is there if you can see it. And so the red string of fate is associated with the idea that there is your one special person out there for you somewhere, and that you two are connected by a red string of fate, and that you will eventually meet each other. So that's a beautiful mythology that some people like to think of. And so they feel that fate has led you two together. They really trust you. Okay, and then let's see, let's do this one. Hmm. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. Oh, yes, healing. They see you as so healing. Yeah, you're somebody who's had a difficult past, and they just absolutely love how you healed with community. Look at this. You healed with community and you stepped into your power and confidence, and you're beautifully in tune with your intuition. But you didn't skip steps. You didn't do spiritual bypassing. Like you allowed yourself to go through the period when you had to allow yourself to feel broken and to feel the feelings that are associated with going through something difficult, knowing that it would get better and healing yourself. They love your spirituality, your emotional intelligence, your emotional and spiritual resilience, your authenticity, and your groundedness. Yes, you're very down to earth. They see you as very down to earth. They also see you as someone who, when you were grounded in life and it felt like there was nowhere for you to go and nothing that could be done, you never lost your faith and your optimism. So for somehow they're aware of that. They become aware of that. They love, uh, you may, some of you may have messages in pile one, or you may find that pile one and pile two, for some of you, could be counterparts. So you may find that you resonate with pile two, and if you watch pile one, you may feel like that's flipped, like that's your counterpart's reading or their energy. That's not for everybody. Or vice versa. So you may have messages in pile one, or um or you may feel like you could be the cross watcher on pile one. Yeah, they love your emotional vulnerability, like your rawness, your realness, and that they find that inspirational, and they also see you as somebody who is an inspiration to others. Like because of what you've been through and because of how honest and real and vulnerable you are about what you've been through, you are a lighthouse to others. And this is interesting because we have restless and grounded. So there's sort of a dichotomy there. They love that you are both someone who's very down to earth, and there's a strong groundedness and rootedness and very centeredness to your spirit. But at the same time, you're very adventurous and curious. You love life and you love trying new things and you love exploring the world. But you explore the world from a place of groundedness and from a place of being very centered in your faith and your love and your heart-centeredness and your spirituality. Okay. Anything else here? Yeah, they see you as the best. They see you as the absolute best. That's really beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. They really admire you, Pile 2. They really admire you so much. Um, okay, let's do some initials tiles, and also we're going to do the Astro dice to close out your reading. Okay, that's interesting. That's the South Node. So again, this is the opposite of pile 1. Pile 1 got the North Node. So yes, this could be the South Node and the North Node are opposites, which is counterparts, like mirrored counterparts. So pile 1 and pile 2, that could be counterpart readings. That doesn't, it's okay if that doesn't resonate for everybody. Um, Leo, we have the sign of Leo, and we have 3. That could be life path 3. Or somebody could be born in March, or something else with 3, okay? Yeah, somebody could have Sun, Moon, or Leo rising. We also have 2, so somebody's birthday could be in February, or somebody could be a life path 2. We have the Moon. Somebody could be a Cancer. Yeah, that came out before, so somebody could be a Cancer. And we have Aries. Somebody could have Moon in Aries, or somebody could be an Aries. Okay. I heard Faith, Billy, Ben, Debbie, Deborah, Perry, Daphne, Pia, Beatrice, Beata. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kaylee, Kylie. Getting names that I don't know how to say. Sometimes, yeah, sorry guys. Francis. Hmm. Diana. Okay. And then the initials that we have here are ILPDAFBEIUIDYAENC. So you can go ahead and take your initials if you see them. I also see sorry. Not there, but in the bag. Yeah. Also, if you see your initials in the bag, if you're watching, go ahead and take it. Okay, pile 2, that was an absolutely beautiful reading. Thank you so much for co-creating that reading with me. If you think that you might have messages in pile 1, or you might be interested in watching that, I don't know. I felt like there was kind of like a little interplay between pile 1 and pile 2, where they might be like 2 counterparts, like each one is a different side. Interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me today. If you like the reading, it means so much to me. Thank you to everybody who likes, comments, subscribes. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in another reading, okay? Bye. And I don't edit my readings, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready for pile 3. Let's see. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Delight card with the beautiful bird, and there's birds flying in the distance, and there's flowers. What a beautiful, happy card. And the beautiful Sardonyx crystal. This is your reading. Welcome to your reading, Pile 3. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's see. Okay, we're going to start with the tarot cards. This is such a beautiful energy to be in. I wish I had words for it. So let's get the cards out and then maybe the words will start coming to me. This is just a beautiful energy. This person loves you so much. They love your energy and they love being in your energy. Hmm. You are a revelation, a breath of fresh air. You are exciting. You are different. You are so different. You, they were smitten by you. They are smitten by you or will be. I don't know whether you know this person yet or not. It's interesting that the theme of intelligence came through each of these readings, but this person is most blown away by your intellectual uniqueness. Like, yes, it's not just your intelligence, but there's something about you, the way that you think, or the way that you live, or the way that you are, is just like it hit them like lightning, like a revelation, like a breath of fresh air, like very surprising and unexpected, and literally like an arrow through the heart. Like Cupid struck them. And they hid their feelings for you too. I think that they have to hide their feelings for you when they first meet you until they can sort of recalibrate and figure out what all of this means. So we are strongly getting Aquarius energy. Also, Gemini and Libra. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, extra on Aquarius, and also Pisces and Cancer. They love how private you are. They love that there's something very dreamy and ethereal about you. Yes, that's double on Pisces. So we have double on Pisces. Pisces, Aquarius. They love how intelligent and knowledgeable you are, but it may be in an unusual way. You may not have you may you may have an unusual way of thinking. You may have an unusual perspective. You may have an unusual mix of the scientific and the esoteric in your thinking, in your lifestyle. Yes, I heard you are a free thinker. And we have Scorpio. So now we have all the air signs and all of the water signs. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but extra on Aquarius and Pisces. Someone could have a February birthday. They see you as very grounded and independent. Hmm, just a moment. Okay, they love how intuitive you are, yeah. And you're not afraid of the dark side of life. You live in duality, embracing the cyclical nature of life, Embracing the storms, I heard. Yeah, they see you as someone who who thrives in every chapter and season of life. Now, I feel like you wouldn't agree with that. I don't feel like you think that you have thrived in every chapter of life. They just, that's just how they see you. That's their very generous way of viewing you. They see you as very wise. And yeah, so the owl is associated with Athena, the goddess of wisdom. They see you like at almost like a goddess level. Like they see you, or maybe you are in the masculine. You could be in the masculine, but they see you at the level of a very wise ascended being. That's how they see you, as a very wise ascended being. They really trust your thinking. Yeah, they trust your thinking and your way of seeing the world. They really kind of have you on a pedestal a little bit, but they see you as somebody who works hard. You're very diligent. You don't shirk your responsibilities. They feel like people can rely on you. Yes, they see you as somebody who is self-assured, confident, good with money. Hmm. Okay. And that's interesting because we had water signs and we had air signs, and this brings in a groundedness. So they see you as very well-rounded, a very well-rounded person. Like you have this esoteric wisdom to you, and there's something ethereal and different about you, but at the same time, I'm running out of places to put cards. Okay. But at the same time, very grounded. Okay, and then we have Scorpio again. Sorry, I was shuffling off camera because because we have the Ten of Wands. Yes, they see you as someone who's and okay, and then we have the World and the Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups goes over the Nine of Pentacles and well, the World right here. Okay. So I'm getting more of that grounded energy, that Capricornian energy, more Scorpio energy. They see you as someone who has really been put through a lot and that you've been able to handle it. And they see that you've really leveled up. They feel like you've mastered the game of life. And they feel like you're not even in the game like everybody else is. They feel like you are participating in the matrix, but not in it. I don't know how to explain this. They feel like you have recognized that we are living in a simulation, basically, and that you know how to play the game. And that you see what I was talking about? Like they see you as having a very different approach to life, like a very different way of living, a very different way of seeing things. This is so interesting and very different than what I was like where I was thinking that we were going to go. Very, very interesting. Okay, I want to flesh this out a little bit more. They feel like you are very capable and you can handle anything. They also see that you enjoy your life. Like your energy is extremely balanced. Like it's very responsible. It's very indulgent and enjoyable. And it's very understanding that you reap what you sow and that what you put out will come back to you. And it's very understanding that things have to die to be reborn. and that death is a part of life. And it's very understanding that the darkness of the night is the sacredness within which we gestate and are reborn under the sun. And they understand that the old things that they understand that you understand that the old things have to be torn down and broken away so that the new can grow stronger. And they just see you as somebody who is very in touch with the esoteric mysteries of life. And yet at the same time, you can handle everyday life. Like you can handle everything. And you've had to handle everything probably largely on your own. They see you as the sort of person who other people can rely on. And in fact, other people, possibly at work or in your family, do rely on you and may not even be aware of all of this other esoteric knowledge or perspective that you have because you're so good at living in the material world that to some, that's all they see of you. And they see you as being capable and reliable and responsible and successful in that way. But there's so much more to you that this person sees. They're absolutely and entranced by you. Okay, and we had one fall on the floor. And this is interesting too because I just realized that I lost the microphone foam piece. So I hope that that wasn't really loud or weird when I put it back on. And I hope that my sound has been okay. Familiar. Yes, the familiar is a spirit, usually of an animal, usually an animal, but it's some spirit guide that you work with very closely. And it can also refer to like a soul. This card that I created in this oracle deck can also refer to like a soulmate relationship that you may have. Usually a platonic soulmate relationship that you may have either with an animal or with a person or with a spirit guide in your life, the familiar. But this person also may feel okay, so yes. So this person, I'm getting several messages from this. This person gets black cat energy from you, that there's something very detached about you, almost like you're just visiting this earth, like you don't really live here the same way that everybody else does. You're just visiting here, like a cat who's just visiting someone's backyard, but will soon flit off to the next backyard. There's something very detached about the way that you live, like the bird who's just perched in the grass for a moment and will soon fly off with the other birds. It seems as though you might fly away at any moment or you might slink off at any moment. So there's something very sort of interesting about you in that sense. There's also something very spiritual about you. Some of them may feel that they have a soulmate connection with you, or they may feel that you are very familiar to them. They may feel a sense of deja vu or feel like they've known you in another life or before this life. But they also see that this is the way you live. You live like the witches of old or the wise women of old, male or female. It's like you have relationships with everything around you, not just people. Whereas other people just live in their life having relationships with people and living in the material world, you live as if you have relationships with everything. You have relationships with animals. You have relationships with the objects in your home. You have relationships with the clouds. And you're so lightly here. You are so barely here. And yet, in some strange sense, very grounded. So grounded that some people don't even realize that this is such a small fraction of your experience, your entire experience. Wow, very, very interesting energy that I am tapping into right here. Pile three. Yeah, fight. Okay, finally a little fire energy. We had a little fire energy here, but here we go. We had all of this air energy, water energy, some earth energy. Yes, but they love that you have spunk, you have gumption, you have fight, you have um you're sassy. I heard sassy. That's funny. Yeah, you're not a pushover. They love that you fight for things that you care about. Yes, confirmation. Yes, and you cultivate. I'm getting such cottage witchy vibes. I really am. I'm feeling a strong cottage witchy vibe from you. Male or female? If you're a male, maybe you are like a hermit or the old wise man who lives on a mountain or something like that. There's a bit of a hermitness to you. That's what I'm sensing. There's something very peaceful about your energy, and they feel an extreme level of peace in your energy. It's almost like your home is almost like a liminal space in a comforting sense. It's like if somebody is out in the world, tossed about on the stormy waves of normal everyday life, or at least normal everyday life nowadays, once they step into the confines of your house, your home, or your room, or wherever your space is, it's like the real world disappears and doesn't even seem like the real world anymore. That's where they suddenly feel like they're in a space. Did you ever read the Narnia books? Not the movies, but did you ever read the Narnia books? The magician's nephew, they find a place in between worlds. So instead of like opening the door of the wardrobe and stepping into Narnia, that's what happens in the first book. They find this world between worlds where you can go into that space, and then there's all of these doors to these different worlds, including their world and including Narnia and other worlds. Stepping into your space and into your energy feels like stepping into the world between worlds. And then when you're there, that feels like the real world. And the world that we think of as the real world doesn't feel so real anymore. It feels like a different space. I swear to God, guys, I am not on drugs. This is just what I'm channeling. And this is very interesting because I've never channeled into this energy before. So this is very interesting. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and for co-creating this reading with me because you have a very interesting energy. Pile 3. Pursuit of magic. Yes. I feel like you are a real life witch or magician or high priestess, high priest, wise woman, wise man, or something like that. You are a very interesting person. And your future spouse may not have thought that they would be the sort of person to get married until they met someone like you. They probably never thought that someone like you existed. But after they meet you, they can't imagine not going through life together. Like two protagonists in a fantasy novel or something like that. Maybe somebody here likes to read fantasy books. I could see that. In the past, this person has felt, okay, your future spouse may be neurodivergent. Your future spouse may be on the autism spectrum, or they may have ADD, ADHD, or OCD, or something like that. And I feel like, this doesn't hold them back too much. I mean, not everything's relative, but I feel like this has caused them in the past to feel alienated or to feel, um, left out, or it's caused them heartbreak in some way. It's caused them heartache. And also, they sometimes feel very out of sync from the world, but they felt like they were the ones who were wrong somehow. When they meet you, they feel peaceful and supportive. Maybe you're neurodivergent too. Maybe you both are. Maybe that's why you have such a very different outlook on the world and how you see things. But regardless of whatever labels you may or may not associate with, maybe both of you are highly sensitive people. So maybe that's what it is. You both could have like sensory issues, sensory differences. But they feel like when they step into your energy, when they step into your world, they feel like they never thought about processing reality in that way. And suddenly they feel seen, heard, supported, understood. They feel like you two could do life together. And it gives them a strength and a sense of relief, and also this sense of playfulness, fun, and adventure. Like suddenly life doesn't feel so heavy anymore. Yeah, like now life can be an adventure, and the storms of life can be a weird and wild adventure instead of being so terrifying and terrible, because they feel like you can do it together. And they feel like the way that you approach life makes them feel like they don't have to take it so seriously, and yet in another way they can take it more seriously because they can take control of their experience of navigating this dimension that they find themselves in. Okay, what a wild reading. Good Lord, pile three. This is incredible. Okay, anything else for, let's see. Did we draw all of the cards? I don't even remember if we drew all of the cards. I think we didn't do, yeah, and they want to marry you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to marry you. I think that we didn't do our plant cards, right? Like I can't even remember anymore. I got really lost in this reading because it's really, really interesting. Okay. I think we didn't do, yeah, I think we didn't do either of these. Okay. And if I forgot and we already did them, then we're doing them again. Ooh, anticipation. Yeah, you make them really, really look forward to enjoying life again. Loyalty. Yeah, they feel like they can trust you. New opportunities and guardianship. Okay, these two go together and these two go together. Yeah, they feel like they can trust you. They feel like you two will be loyal, faithful companions and partners to each other. They also feel like you make life fun again. There's a really fun sexual chemistry that you guys have, if that would resonate with most of you. And before you've been together in that way, they're strongly anticipating that and looking forward to that very much. They feel like you are their one and only, and they feel very protective of you. They also feel like they know that you will guard their heart and be protective of them also. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's extremely sexual. Yeah, okay. This, we have, yes, the dagger and the vessel. Okay. Um mhm. Interesting. Let me look this one up real quick. The verbena and the eel. Hmm. Oh yes, they find you incredibly attractive. Yes. They're very determined and passionate to have you. Yes, and the eel again is very sexual and seductive. And the tulip is abundance. What else is the tulip? Let's see. Yeah, they love that you're full of energy. Shameless, flamboyant, abundant energy, that you turn life into what you want it to be. Yes, so very abundant and prosperous because you make life what you want it to be, but also you have this incredible energy. You are also shamelessly yourself. Yes, you live without shame. Ha! I heard you live deliciously. That's funny. You're extremely strong. That's Crocus. You're extremely determined, and this one is determination too. So these two together, you have incredible determination. Whatever you set your mind to, it's like it must happen, and there can be no other way. But that's also the energy that you awaken in them. They feel like they must have you, absolutely must have you, and they can't imagine it any other way. They have an incredibly powerful attraction for you, and this is particularly if you are divine feminine and they're a masculine. You may have a beautiful voice. Some of them may have fallen in love with your voice or your way of communicating, your way of expressing yourself. Um your future spouse, if especially if you have a future husband, especially if you have a masculine, was probably, well, it could go either way. Always take the genders as whatever resonates for you in your situation. Your future spouse was too shy to confess their feelings for you, or will be too shy to confess their feelings for you at first. Yeah, this is somebody you may have known actually for years before they confess their feelings for you. This is because of the legend associated with this card. The lily fell in love with the nightingale's beautiful song, but the lily was too shy to confess its feelings, and the nightingale, none the wiser, would leave each year for warmer climates. Don't let your reservations hold you back, or you might find that an opportunity is gone before you have the chance to take it. There is courage in being bold, and others will only know what you want once you find the strength to say it. Yes, so your future spouse will have the boldness and determination to overcome their shyness and to confess their feelings. But like this eel, they may be sort of circling you for a while before they finally go in for the kill. Okay, not really. That's that's too much. Okay, did I do ragwort? Ooh, ragwort is an invasive weed to some, but it's actually a very valuable food source for the beautiful, striking cinnabar moth. Some may not see the value in your unique skill set, but you provide something that others cannot. Yes, there's just something very unique about you. You may simply be growing in the wrong place, or it may be that the person who will value you above all others has not appeared yet. This can be a message for you if you feel like no one values you or nobody really appreciates you. This person is coming in and they will see you and they will appreciate you. However, I also think that this is how this person feels around you. This person may have felt like nobody truly saw them or appreciated them the way that you do. I mean, not that nobody saw them or appreciated them, but nobody really understands or appreciates their value until they meet you because you see a side of them and you understand and appreciate a side of them that many people probably didn't see, didn't understand, or didn't appreciate. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of strong sexual energy here too. Interesting. This person is absolutely, your future spouse is absolutely, or was going to be absolutely devoted to you, absolutely devoted to you. Absolutely beautiful energy. Okay, pile three, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for co-creating this reading with me. You have pile three. Don't go yet. You have amazing energy. You have incredible energy. It was so cool to be in your energy and reading reading your energy and please don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't let the world get you down. Remember that you are a powerful creator of your own reality, okay? You really are. You are co-creating your experience in this life, and you have the power to create the relationship experience that you want to, not by forcing things, but by simply creating a powerful enough vibration that it will bend time and timelines to coordinate in a way that resonates with who you are, that draws the correct situations, people, and events in your direction. Okay, so please believe in yourself because you just have absolutely incredible energy and you're going to have just an absolutely beautiful, 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 delightful connection with your future spouse. Okay. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much. It really means so much to me. It really does. And I'll see you guys in future reading, okay? Bye.